Well, hello to everybody on the internet, and very welcome to the things I do in EVO Online, guys. This is going to be the episode with the first T0 Dark Abyss. So fingers crossed things will go right now, because I still have a few things to a few kinks to iron out. Now, a first update, money-wise, two of my characters actually reached the 8 million goal point on the monthly track, as you can see, and now we are sitting at 26 million in the corporation, and the corporal still has her own 38 millions as well. So 64 millions in total, whooping 64 millions, guys. That's amazing. Now, I did play around with this Corax feed that I kinda showed in the probably the first or the second video, or whenever it was, but I made a slightly different variation, and I changed one of the rigs on the ship, guys, and I put instead of the small core defense field extender one, I have a small Warhead Calefaction catalyst one, which is technically giving a bit more DPS to the ship, and I can show you what are the attributes. Missile damage 10%, and the drawback is 10%, and the drawback is more CPU for them. So the CPU is acting up again. Now I bought these two skills. As you can see, they are quite affordable on the market. And one of them is 600 ISK, and the other one is 149.9 thousand ISK. So I'm going to inject these guys, and I believe I couldn't be bothered to go through PIFA. Now PIFA is third-party program that allows you to kind of simulate your fits on the ships, you know, outside of if and you can kind of custom tailor the skills, because CCP has this fitting window, and you are usually doing this on the character that you want to fly, and you can check it with the character if you can fly it as well. So they don't really need to kind of let you customize your skills, but PIFA will do. PIFA is a bit complex at the first glance, but I'm sure you can find tutorials on how to use it, or guides how to use it. I might kind of make a very simple one down the road, you know. If you're interested, let me know. I'll do that as well. I'll show you what I have done. So now I feel that the rig's skills will help me, and I choose to go with them because it's affordable, you know. I believe that those two skills that I need to kind of reduce, I think I'm going to end up reducing that by 3%, if I'm not mistaken. But let me check now. In order to access the launcher rigging, I have to apply skill points into the jerry rigging. Jerry rigging? Yep. Oh, so it's 500. Let's count them down. So now this is 2.3, so 2.8, 2.9 so far. And the last one is how much? 13, so around 15k now, roughly. And the launcher, you know, the skill itself will have a different multiplier, training time multiplier, so it will ask for more skill points. The bigger the number here, the more skill points you need to train it, and therefore you're training it longer. As you can see now, the launcher rigging will have a multiplier of 3, and if I'm not mistaken, it will cost a bit more, but you see 750, and our CPU is already not reacting, so we spend 16,000 skill points, which can recover in 2 days by doing our daily goals. So we preserved quite a lot of skill points to solve this problem, if you will. Another way to go about it was to kind of buy an implant. The implant is around 1.5 million, but in the same time, you know, why would you carry the implant in your head and take the slot if it's not mandatory? And now we have a slightly better outfit, if you will. Now at max skills, this fit can be changed, and if I'm not mistaken, this little ship can fly T1s solo, probably, but I don't think that it's gonna fare very well at this point, or at the stage where I'm in T1. So we might get lucky, but we'll probably get blown up sooner or later. kind of thing. We're gonna mess up something, and then also we have to pick the right weather for the T1s. While at max skills, this guy will fly any weather at T0. So again, it's up to you to kind of decide which way you want to go. Maybe you want to dump more skill points into the training queue here and get it done. Now, as you can see, this is going to finish in an hour. So if I apply these skill points, I have to pause it, sorry, in order to apply it. So we're gonna kind of deal with that first, with applying the skill points. So 1000 skill points is, it's next to nothing. But now if I press this button, you know, I can go all the way to light missile level 5, and it's probably gonna end up cutting it in half. But I'm gonna get weapon upgrades at level 5 as well. No, I will not, sorry, I'm lying, guys, I'm not reading properly, I have moved them around. So I'm gonna get the tactical shield manipulation level 4 and the missile launcher operation level 5, and that will be the last ones that I'm going to get. But again, I'm not really sure if I need this tactical shield manipulation. Now, it's handy if things get hairy and you have to overheat your modules to survive, you know, this can be very, very nice. But our concern at the moment, first concern is the DPS, I would say, not the tank at this point. So I will have to start applying skill points everywhere. And I think I mentioned this in a previous video. I did bought this skill in Amar. There is another skill, the guided missile precision, that I got it cheaper if I injected it through the buy window here, you know, when you go to missiles. I didn't have that skill because I didn't saw it, because I was keeping it when I was in Caldari with have prerequisites, you know, and technically I didn't have all the right skills queued up to the right level so I can see the skill, or I missed it. I'm sorry about that. So this is also nice. This is kind of helping your missiles or rockets or whatever you're gonna fly, you know, to apply better on smaller targets, because the smaller targets technically are dodging the explosion. While yeah, it's exploding on them, you know, they are moving faster, they are smaller, and therefore they are mitigating damage. So not all, the idea is that like in the turrets, when you have if you have played EVE Online so far, you know, alongside me, and you have used turrets, you have grazing shots, then you have penetrating shots, and so on and so forth. I assume that this is the counterpart, or yeah, the same thing technically, you know, but for missiles, and it's based on speed and signature radius more than anything else, you know, as far as I understand it. Now probably you can kind of look up the definition and on the wiki, and it will be explained at 100% properly in English, so that might kind of help you out, but it's still nice to know it. So now I'm going to maybe start applying skills. I'm getting 2% bonus to missile launcher rate of fire, which technically should kind of increase my DPS, but just so I can have like an idea what is happening in the background, I will like to kind of drop the Caldari Navy Scourge Light Missile, because they will do the kinetic damage for us, and most of our DPS we're gonna get it from technically from the Corax itself, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, the Corax will give us a ton of DPS. Yeah, yeah, at level 4 about 20% increase to kinetic light missiles, and if you click now or just point on over them, you know, with your mouse, you're gonna see that you have a max flight range of 44 kilometers, which is quite amazing, you know. There is only 2 waves that I'm kind of concerned about it from top of my head. That's the Sancha waves, especially the Hunter. I think it's a Hunter, and then there is the Idacoms, the pacifiers, and I forgot the name of the other guy. My goodness me, when your brain kind of malfunction. I forgot the name. The Skybreaker, yeah, he's called the Skybreaker. I don't know, I think he's a destroyer or something, Idancom destroyer. I mean, we can probably find him on the market or something. So I don't really want to do this now, to be honest. Like, I don't want to train all of this. As you can see, I'm missing like 3% or 3 points, 2.5 points of DPS to reach 120. 120 DPS is the threshold. But the fight with the Stormbringer, oh sorry, no, Skybreaker, is gonna be a bit prolonged, and it's the longer the fight goes, the more money it will cost to kinda kill him technically, because again, I don't know if you remember from a few episodes ago, these rockets are quite expensive, you know. Oh, this is giving me the launcher, sorry. So I can go in hardware and then go from here and find them on the market. They are 972 ISK. Now I don't have, do I have any Scorch Light I can search? Yeah, I have around 10,000, so I think that will suffice for a few rounds today. Yep, so fair enough. I have all of that, so now I'm going to start applying the skills, and hopefully this will kinda move the DPS in the right direction. But with the reload time, we are sitting at 114.4. So you have to take that in account. If you need to end up reloading in the middle of the fight, then your DPS is dropping. If you can take him down with one load of missiles, then that will be great. And we can check maybe how many charges he's going to use. Oh no, he's just telling you how many, what kind, sorry. And it doesn't say what's the capacity of the charges, man. And it doesn't kind of ring a bell. You probably have to divide it by the weight of the missiles in metric cubic, and then you're gonna get the missiles. But it doesn't matter, you know, what the amount it is, you know. We can see the amount later, but again, if you don't reload up front, you're probably gonna have a bit of a bigger problem, and you might even not break the tank, in all honesty, and then you have to kind of overheat, or you have to kind of bring a booster. Sorry, I don't want to get out of that. And before I forget, where was the thermodynamics? It's gonna be, yeah, spelling is not a strong suit, guys. So there we go. If I check the market, I don't have it either. It's 4.4 in the station, and everywhere else is 4.5. So this guy bought it by mistake, and we might decide to buy it from him, and we should, you know, while we are here, because, you know, that might save us at the end of the day. And let's just add some points. As you can see, oh no, he put it in the queue. So let's apply at least level 1. Fair enough. How much is level 2? Let me check. Yeah, another 3. Yep. So this skill technically lets you overheat your modules. So you might have to do it, but be careful, because you can burn the modules when you overheat them. They cannot work forever. And hopefully we don't have to demonstrate that, but I'll talk about it again once we are outside of the station, so I can show you what will happen. You're gonna have the module will light up green on the top, you know, compared to its normal state, and then it's gonna start taking damage, and on the bottom it's gonna start kind of building up a red outline, if you will, around it, you know, on the outside. And it's gonna start from the bottom or from the side, and it's gonna keep going. If it reaches 100%, you know, damage, it's technically not working. And even if you kill that ship, when you jump in the next pocket, you know, you will have nothing to shoot with. So in order to counter that, you have to bring a nanite paste. Nanite? I think it was that. If I type paste here, yeah, nanite repair paste. As you can see, we can buy some. We can buy maybe 100 or whatever, you know, if we have the money for it. And that will kind of maybe come handy. But as you can see, you have to kind of invest in some things. But let's see how it's gonna go. So this is giving us bonus to the rate of fire, so we're gonna apply this skill definitely. There is no point of goofing around about it. The rate of fire is important, generally speaking. You are kind of shooting the missiles faster, or they are, you know, they are firing off a bit faster, your missile launchers. Now the precision is also very nice, so we're gonna apply that. That's for sure. And you see, we're already 120, 116.9 with reload. So we're gonna apply the Warhead upgrades, because up to level 3, as you can see, they are a bit the skill points are very small, so you can kinda get that done.
Skill training completed.
If you're starting from scratch, I can show you which technically which skills I have applied and trained, so you can maybe go with that as a plan. You know, you can kinda maybe grab that. So now I'm wondering if I want to do this, but for the T0 it might be an overkill in all honesty, but this is giving a 5% more bonus, so let's apply that. I can stop here and test the fit, if you will, but I'm gonna keep going. I'm still at 1,000,000 skill points, as you can see. Now this character is created on the 22nd of the 4th, and today is the 9th of May, so that's probably 8 and 9, 16, 17 days or so. Roughly, you can do the math. Sorry guys, I cannot. There is a calendar here, we can count them, sorry. I can do that. So it's 30 days, that's 8 and another 9, 17 days. It's training for 17 days now, and I'm sitting at 2,000,000 points. I applied roughly, what, 200,000 or something? If I'm not mistaken. Did I? Oh, I don't remember now. Well, I'm gonna check when I start the recording, and I'll post the number again, so we can all see it again. Now, I think rapid launch, again, very nice skill. Missile bombardment, 10% bonus to all missile maximum flight. I don't really need it. I mean, I don't really need it. So I can kick it down the road, you know. It's no biggie. I can drop it right there and I can call it a day. Shield management, oh, that's very nice when you think about it, because by removing the rig, I reduce the hit points by about, let me check, we are in the simulation, find type, and then I can destroy this one. Can I copy this one? Oh no, I cannot. My goodness me. So where is the shield now? There we go, shield, and I had a shield extender, if you will. So yeah, about 800, 900, there we go. What is now? Yeah, 800 hit points. So yeah, and as you can see, the HP per second also dropped. But do I need the DPS? Not anymore, if you ask me. But that's only with the Caldari Scourge. I don't need it. I'm sitting at 129.3 DPS, which is kinda spot on, if you will. But what else can we do? I wonder. So rapid launch, that's a nice one. I think I definitely want to grab it. 74,000 again.
Skill training completed.
Shield upgrades, another 5% to the shield. Yep, that's very nice.
Skill training completed.
But it's didn't. Oh no, sorry. What did I finish? Shield upgrade. So this is kind of reducing the how do you call it? My bad. Show info. Yeah, the power core. Yeah, my bad. I didn't need to press that one because my fit is working. So you might want to skip that one, if you will. Caldari Destroyer, definitely. That's another 5% DPS. For 74,000.
Skill training completed.
And again, most of this thing you can transfer them to others. But shield management, I should have put points into it. And as you can see now, we are kind of jumping into the hundreds of thousands of skill points already. Guided missile precision is still small. This is very nice if you find yourself in a pinch. And as you can see now, we bumped up this by what 300, 400 points. and the recharge rate went by 1 as well. So the bigger the shield, the more HP you're gonna recharge per second, therefore the defense field extenders, you know. Because if I'm not mistaken, there is a rig as well that is giving you a passive shield recharge. Shield booster cycle is dead. Field purger was the other one, yeah. Improve shield recharge rate at the expense of increased signature. But if I swap it, you will see we're gonna lose HP. I needed the purger, yeah. We are kinda recharging only 1 HP extra, but we have 600, 700 HP less, so is there any point? I don't know. I would say no at this point. So we need the extender definitely. Or at least I'm going to go. So now I'm sitting at 139 and I still have about 700,000 skill points that I can use for this and that. Now I might grab this for another 2% rate of fire, which will increase quite a lot. Not quite a lot, but it's still very nice thing to have, but it's 200 and that will leave me at 500 skill points. And I don't think that I can get this done as well. And that will open up room for Tech 2 fittings, you know. And this ship can be fit with Tech 2 launchers, it's no bother, but of course there will be compromises. And it will do over 200 DPS with the reload, I think. I don't know, from top of my head with those skills max out on an alpha account 211 or something, but don't quote me on it. Was it before or after the reload time? I cannot guarantee that, you know, we're gonna see it when we get there. So now that's the conundrum. Do I press which two do I get out of the way, you know? These are also tempting, the CPU management and the power grid, if you will. And I can click this off, go to engineering. And what else do we have? Yep, we have the power grid management as well. This will give us 5% bonus to the power grid and 5% bonus to the CPU. As you can see, I mean, for every fit, we are kind of having a problem with those two. The weapon upgrades is very nice as well. It's gonna reduce the fitting for the launchers by another 5%. If we want tier 2 launchers, you know, that will be nice too. But let's see how it's gonna go, guys. I mean, I want to stick with this. And I'm not really sure what I want to kind of press at this point. I'm really confused, you know. I don't know which one should I press. I want to get this out of the way. I want to get everything out of the way. But look, we are still at 2 million skill points, you know. We have spent 400,000 skill points or something. Was it not? Oh no, maybe it's not calculated yet, sorry. It doesn't make sense. I'll compare the numbers and see if it's correct and let you know with a closed caption. But this is as far as I will go at this point and then take it from there. I can train for a few more days. Now we need to buy this fit though, you know. We cannot go without the fit, so let's buy it and let's see how good we're gonna fare with it. So we have to type in Corax again so I don't have to look at. And we are buying this, so buy all and hope for the best. Yeah, it's 7.9. You see this one, this is like a, how do you call it, 1 million off. And it has some, oh yeah, he's going to buy the Caldari Navy Scorch Light because I have them fitted here. As you can see, you can maybe take them off, but he will not take them. Oh no, he's just calculating here. They need to be probably in the cargo bay for us to buy them. So yep, 7.95 million, and I don't know how much is the hull worth it, but we're gonna see again. Sorry, that's with the hull. So the hull is 1.399, so we can take that off. We don't need it and we need everything else technically. and we have everything. As you can see, everything is red, which means it's a bit more expensive than on average. And the worst part is these little shields, you know. The FS9 shields are a bit more expensive, as you can see, and the ballistic control system too, which is okay, I suppose. Now we are down to 655. Not bad. We're gonna buy everything. And oh, did I use the corporation thingy? Yep, I did. I bought it from Corp. Fair enough. I can give the money back or not. It depends on me. I'm gonna fit it as well. So fit to current hull. Let's fit to active ship, and yeah, we want to exit the simulation. So we have about 10,000 rockets in Bahram up. We can drop a little bit more, you know, to produce and produce some more, you know. We can kind of do that, but we need the chargeman. Oh yeah, but he is giving us, but we need variations on the charge, not use it. And we want the Caldari Navy. And we were simulating with Caldari Navy as well there. So we're gonna buy maybe 5,000. Yep, that's another 4 million. So let's go with that. I'll buy 5,000 for now and see how it's gonna go for me, and then take it from there. Now I want also Mjolnir light. Yep, and he will give me both. And I'm not really sure if I want to buy the small ones, but as you can see, I have them here for 24,000, so maybe I can buy 10,000 as well. Oh, sorry. Ah, yeah, I'll buy all of them, it's no bother. It looks cheap. Will they fit? No, they will not fit, of course. I cannot fit 100,000 missiles, so fair enough. I'll go another 5,000. Because I'm hoping the Sunshine Waves will be not so common, you know. I will get less Sunshine Waves than anything else. And I can come back and pick them up at a later date. Now if I go here and go variation again, oh, but no, I actually have it here, as you can see. If you type the Mjolnir and light, and you will get them. So they are the same price pretty much like the other guys. And I'll buy another 5,000. Just in case, you know. So another 5 millions. There we go. And then I can fill up the rest of it with the Mjolnir and leave these guys here. I do have I have a BPO that is fully researched, the Mi at least, you know, is a 10. So hopefully that will kind of work out for us. Now what else do we need? Oh no, I cannot bring all of those guys. I have to buy some Dark Abyss filaments. Yeah, and you have to kind of... Oh no, this is... man, I cannot go that way. Tranquil? Nope. Oh, sorry guys. Yep, there we go. Maybe I got it. Now, Tranquil. Dark Filament. There we go. And they're at 31,000. But the caveat is that when you're flying destroyer by yourself, you're gonna have at least you're gonna need at least 2. So I'm gonna buy, let's say, 20. Yeah, I can go maybe 40 for a million kind of thing, 1.2 millions, and that will give me 20 rounds. So let's buy that. Oops, sorry. Let's not do that then. Let us check again. Yeah, that's the best price we can get. We can place a buy order here if we plan to fly them like forever, and we might buy some a bit cheaper, as you can see, far cheaper than the sell price. I mean, this margin is remarkable, but the problem is like they're being sold what, 182 yesterday, and when you look at these orders, you know, I mean, you have some competition. On a regular basis they are being updated, you know, some of the orders. You see, there is a few orders with 3 days, but they might be posted on a shorter time frame. They don't all have to be posted at let's say 90 days. So you don't know, you know, how active the competition is, but you might try and make some money that way. Just don't forget to apply your taxes, you know, in your calculations. But I'm thinking on this spread you will have no bother with the taxes. So yeah, I'm gonna buy 20 for now, guys, and that will give me what, 10 runs? No, I said 40. Okay, let's go with 40. There we go. And that's nice. And let's drop them in. They are very light. We're gonna drop that and we're gonna drop that. Do I need anything else? Oh, I don't think so. Or I hope I'm not forgetting anything else. Now, I'm going to stop the video here, guys. Thanks for staying until the end of this video. And I'm gonna leave this as the fitting video. Or I'm going to post it as fitting the Corax, if you will. And then I'll meet you in my station where I'm going to fly them off, or sorry, on the spot in space where I'm going to fly them off. I'm going to kind of clean up this and grab what I think I need for the run and go from there. Please like, comment and subscribe if you have the time and the will for it. It will be highly appreciated if you let me know that you're kind of getting some value from my early days in if you will, or the first week in if kind of thing, you know, part of the things that I do in EVE Online series, you know, it will be highly appreciated. Fly safe and see you next time.